I don't appreciate these rude comments. I was trying to restrain myself because I see that 80% of you don't think I'm gonna make it through this stream tonight. What, you like silent Runie better? Is that what you want? You want silent Runie? That makes you happy? Why are you saying yes? Well, you guys are in for quite a disappointment. You're in for quite a disappointment because this is not going to be a quiet stream. No. No. This is a ranking stream. And so I'm gonna be doing a lot of talking. And you're just gonna have to deal with it, okay? Stop. Rude. I'll do it properly now. Good evening! Horror and chaos be to you in the name of Runie Ruse. Now, Runetics, welcome one another as I shall welcome you. Hi. We are going to be heading into the second part of my 100 anime ranking. Now, I can't stream too late tonight because I do have a big day tomorrow. As I've told you guys, I will be watching all of the Lord of the Rings movies and the Hobbit movies extended editions. Tomorrow is the marathon. So I think we're gonna be waking up I'll probably wake up at between 5 and 6 to get that started. So I can't stay up too late. For reference, in my time zone, it is 7 p.m. So I have to wake up pretty early. I mean, that's about the time that I usually wake up, but not on a Saturday though. So we can't stream for too long, but I'm gonna try to get through as many as I can. I would like to prove you guys wrong and finish this today, but it's probably not gonna happen. I'm just gonna be honest, it's probably not gonna happen. But we'll see. Thank you guys for the early donos, even though you were being rude. I still appreciate it. Rude, meanies, stupid. Thank you. Stay mad. Oh my gosh, they're rudetics. You're right, they're rudetics. You rudetics. Rudy rude? That's what y'all, if y'all keep being mean to me, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get Runie rude. Howdy. Rudy Poo. Actually, that sounds kind of cute. Rudy Poo? It's like a pet name. What is it? It's making me think of a pre-existing pet name, but that's not coming to my mind right now that ends with Poo. What's a pet name that ends with Poo? There is one. Rudy Poo? Rooney Poo? Pootie Pie? No, is that right? Is that what I'm thinking of? Maybe I am thinking of Winnie the Pooh. Sweetie Poo? Is that a real one? Poochie Poo! I think that's what I was thinking of. I think I was thinking of Poochie Poo. Wait, is that only for dogs? Or can you use that for humans? Wait. Don't use it if it's only for dogs. Don't use it if it's only for dogs. Some humans might like it, well, not this one. What whoa? Ruh-roh. Well, let's move on. Let's move on from that. Runie. Oh boy, I just got myself in trouble, didn't I? All right. Before we get into this ranking stream, I did want to, you know, brag a little bit. If you guys did not already see, I made a cookie for Christmas. Ta-da! I made a cookie shot glass. It is a chocolate chip cookie, and then you pour rumchata into it. You take your little shot of rumchata. It's got a little cinnamon stick in there for extra cinnamon flavor, you know, and then you eat the cookie. See, here's the thing is, when I was told that I needed to make a cookie, I was in a meeting with Sakana, and I said, oh, I wonder if I could make a shot glass, like a cookie shaped like a shot glass. And Sakana did not believe in me. Mecha oishii-sou! Arigatou gozaimasu! He did not believe in me. So I was very determined. And even though I did not have a lot of time, I made the cookie work. In fact, I actually, during a different meeting, I was baking this cookie and taking these photos during a Face Connect meeting. I had to multitask if I wanted to get everything done. So I'm glad. Thank you guys for all the sweet responses to my cookie. Do you want your shot? Do you want to take your shot of rumchata? Are you guys thirsty? Do you want the rumchata shot? Because it's a fully functioning. Can I get yes? Absolutely. You want it? I'll give it to you right now. Do you want it? You're thirsty? Okay. Really? Okay. Then yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to give it to you. Hold on. Ta-da! Ta-da! There you go. Drink up, Runetics. It's just for you. You can pretend there's no alcohol in it. Look at this fully functioning. Look how well it did. It really held up, didn't it? Yeah, slurp that down. Slurp it down. Yeah, drink up. I made this special for you, so you better drink it, okay? Thank you, it is the perfect shot glass. Thank you. Yes, it was quite the triumph for me. It didn't leak at all. I was actually very surprised that it didn't leak. I was really happy about that. Ooh, tiramisu Baileys would also be good in a chocolate chip cookie. Yeah. Next time I make this, I think I'm gonna do tempered chocolate, because if I line it with tempered chocolate, I don't think it'll leak. So I do want to try this again, because I really want to do it. Now I'm just determined. I have to prove Sakana wrong. So I think I'm going to make tempered chocolate next time and then line the inside of it with it. And then the liquid shouldn't be able to leak out of that. And I think that will still taste good. That's the plan. I'm so glad I got this perfect on the very, very first try. On my very first try, I got it absolutely perfect. Thank you guys for appreciating. Yes. Are you full? Are you done drinking now? Are you guys... Have you quenched your thirst? Can I put it away? Yes, on my first try. You do everything perfectly on the first try? Well, I wasn't gonna point it out. But... yeah, I kind of do, don't I? Thank you! Alright. You guys look like you've gotten enough to drink to me. Let's put it away. For now. Yeah, my first run of the Exit 8 really was perfect. It was so perfect. Well, I intended to do the tier list in 3 parts from the very beginning, actually. So yes, this was perfect from the start. Speaking of the tier list, maybe we should get to that. Ta-da! Oh, I need to put background music on here. Let me move myself into the corner. And then let me get some BGM for you guys so that it's not just awkward silence. Do I even remember how to do that? I think so. Hold on. Here we go. I got it. Boom. Yeah, it's only been 12 minutes. So I'm doing good right now. My intro, a 12-minute intro, I think is pretty speedy for me. So be impressed. Yes, Chainsaw Man, I didn't like it. If you want to know my explanation, you'll have to watch part 1. Okay, we're trying to get through the rest of these, so I don't have time to readdress ones that I've already talked about. So I talked a lot about Chainsaw Man in part 1. I also talked a lot about my Fooly Cooly placement in part 1. So if you want those explanations, you're gonna have to go back and watch that. All right, first up. I put Cowboy Bebop on here, okay? Cowboy Bebop and Trigun have both been added. For once, I did not lie to you. For once, I did not lie to you. All right, up first is Golden Kamui. All right, we're not gonna play games right now. Golden Kamui is an absolute masterpiece. It goes to the very front of the masterpiece section. Listen, Golden Kamui, there's really just nothing like it, okay? For me, it is the perfect mixture of humor and action and drama. I love everything about it. I love the art style, I love the characters, I love the pacing, I love the setting. I also do prefer the manga over the anime. The anime did cut out a few arcs, which it cut out some parts that I really liked. And just overall, I think the art style comes across maybe a little bit better in the manga, especially that first season. There can be some crunchy animation. But I still think that the anime is definitely worth a watch. The music is really great. The voice acting performances are incredible. The voice actors specifically for Ashirpa and also for Ogata, they put their whole souls into those performances. They sounded so good. I don't know if I'm hyped for the live action or not. I have mixed feelings. I will watch it and we'll see. But I don't know. I'm a little hesitant. I just feel like, I don't know if it's gonna translate. A lot of Golden Kamui's appeal to me is the mixture of humor. And I do worry that that's the type of humor that isn't going to translate super well into a live action. I'm afraid that the live action is going to end up just being very serious. And I do think that you'll lose like kind of a vital like component of the Golden Kamui experience if you don't have some of that just over-the-top ridiculous slapstick comedy in there. So I'm not as cool as Tsukishima. I can't read Russian. But we'll see. I will watch it. I think regardless it'll probably be pretty, you know? And sometimes that's all you can ask for. You like the Rurouni Kenshin live action? There might be a newer one. I watched one way back in the day, and all I really remember was Sanosuke waving around his big sword, and it looked really bad. It looked so bad. But yes, I have pulled up some examples that I want to show you guys talking about Golden Kamui. Because I just need you guys to see some examples. So I have an example pulled up to show you of an action scene that I like, of a dramatic, like emotional scene that I really like, and then also a funny scene that I like. And it was kind of hard actually to pick ones that aren't huge spoilers, but I think that's kind of a testament to the quality of the pacing, because there really isn't a lot of wasted time with Golden Kamui. Pretty much every time something's going on, there's multiple elements to it that are really, really important. And I love that in a show. Oh, it's so good. So being that you are an evil woman, does that mean you are a dub enjoyer? I'm not a dub hater. I usually watch the sub, typically, and like that's my go-to, but I'll watch a dub every now and then. And there's some dubs that I really like. I really like the Yu Yu Hakusho dub. I enjoy it. So yeah, I liked the Cowboy Bebop dub. I didn't have a problem with that. I'm trying to think of other ones off the top of my... A lot of them I haven't heard though, because I do usually watch the subs, but I don't have like a big hang-up over dubs. Yeah, that dub is so good. Kuwabara's voice in that is just... Kanpeki. Is the Freyrin dub really bad? I didn't watch that dub. I've been watching the sub, which I'm almost done. I'm almost done watching Freyrin. Oh my gosh, it just gets better and better. I thought it was gonna be like mostly cozy, but the last few episodes that I've watched, the freaking fight scenes have been insane. You're a meshi. I wish I could do his voice. You're a meshi. I can't do it. I've been thinking that I might pick up the Freyrin manga because I've been hearing that it's really nice, and my friend was showing me some panels from it too, and it looks really pretty. All right, but we have something important to do, which is to talk about Golden Kamui more. So I'm trying to decide which ones I want to show you first. Okay, I'm gonna show you the action scene first, I think. Let's see. I turn my BGM off. So again, there are a lot better action scenes, like, cause some of the fight scenes, the choreography, I genuinely find super impressive and engaging, and it comes across really well even in the manga too. And even though they don't always have the biggest animation budget, I think they do a good job of adapting it to the anime. I just really appreciate that a lot of the fighting isn't just like blindly punching each other or shooting each other. I think they get pretty creative with it. There are better fights than this, but they were huge spoilers. So this was the only one I could find that wasn't like a really big spoiler. So I'm going to show you guys this one. And I think you can hear the audio because I don't think any music plays. Boom.
アシリパに当たれ。
杉本、立て。
動くなアシリパ。逃げればこうなることは分かっていたはずだ。何をやっている？
What are you doing? He's like, you idiot, shut up.
そいつは俺は不死身の杉本だ。
俺は不死身の杉本だ。Alright, I'll have to pause it there because then the music kicks in and I think then it'll get taken down. Yeah, it does get pretty violent. It does get pretty violent. Yeah. And like I said, this isn't even the best fight scene in my opinion. They get super creative sometimes. There's one in particular with this one character named Ogata that is so fire. It's so good. Fujimi no Sugimoto da! It's so good. Yeah, I hope I'm not wrong. I think this should be fine because there's not the music playing. So I think this technically would count as, what is it? Where you're transformative? Because I'm talking over it. Though one of these I am going to have to probably mute it because I think there is too much music playing. Yeah, I think this should fall under fair use. I think the music is where I would get in trouble, but there wasn't really music in that scene. So fingers crossed. Worst case scenario, I'll probably just have to mute it, I think, in the playback. So we'll see. We'll see. It better be getting more seasons. They haven't finished animating it. They're really close to finishing animating it. So I would be very surprised if it doesn't get finished out because it's really close. It's really not that far. All right. Of course I have the list on the screen. Yes, the manga's finished. The manga's been finished for a while, and honestly, what a satisfying end. I feel like a lot of times I really like a series, and then the ending can kind of just ruin it for me. But I was very, very happy with the ending. But I think that's one of the things that Golden Kamui does best, is everything is so narratively satisfying. You can just tell that the author, what's his name, Satoru Noda, just knows what he's doing. He's got a really, really keen skill for like finishing out character stories. There are so many characters in this series, and every single one of them has a very clear progression of their character and their story. They have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Even characters that only show up for one episode. Another thing I think the show does really well is when a character does die, because a lot of characters do, it always feels satisfying. Because a lot of times, like my biggest pet peeves is when characters die and it feels like they just died to make you sad. Like there doesn't really seem to be a big significant impact on the story. I also don't like when the characters don't really like continually react to it. It's like it didn't have a lasting reaction on the characters. And I also just don't like when it just feels underwhelming. Like any character that dies, I feel like should feel like a significant moment. And I think Golden Kamui does not have that issue at all. Every single character that dies, like there's a sense of catharsis with it. And I really appreciate that. And when characters die, it feels natural. It doesn't feel forced or ham-fisted. It doesn't feel like it's just there to make you sad. It feels like it's just the organic progression of the story. And they have lasting effects. Like the characters think. There's one part in particular that I don't want to spoil too much, but I'll just say that there's a character who witnesses another character dying really early on. And you kind of forget about it, and you would think that this character had forgotten about it. And then near the very, very end of the series, the character has a little bit of a breakdown, and they bring up that early character death, and you realize that it's been affecting them this entire time. And it's just so beautiful. It's so well done. That character in particular, I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to say. If you know, you know. I think that character has the best, most realistic, redemption arc I've ever read, ever. It's literally incredible. It's so good. So that's an example of some of the action. But it's not just action. There's also, like, sad moments. There's sad moments. Okay, I'm going to turn the volume on this one down a good bit because I don't know. I think there might be music in this one. I can't remember. This clip is a little bit long, but just bear with me. The subtitles are up even if you can't hear it. This is a very emotional scene. There's so many really good emotional moments. This actually isn't my favorite, but again, this is the only one I could find that wasn't a really big spoiler. Okay, there's no music. I'll turn it up. It is about the aftermath of the Japanese-Russo War, if you didn't know. The main character, Sugimoto, it's where he got his nickname, Immortal Sugimoto, because he was just really good at killing other people and didn't die, survived very harsh battles.
みんな元の人間に戻れなかったのか。
戻れたやつもいただろうさ。故郷へ帰り、家族と過ごす時間で元の自分を取り戻せるのかもな。日本に帰ってきても元の自分に戻れないやつは心がずっと。
Like literally every single one of those characters they're showing on screen right now, like has enough story about them to make them the main character of their own story. Every single one of these could be the star of their own story. That's how well developed and characterized they are. That was my favorite. You guys might remember that from my debut.
シリパさん、なんか食べてる？
日課の肝臓だ。杉本も食べろ。たくさん血を失ったんだから。
I keep pausing it. I don't want it to watch it all the way through because it'll make me upset. But But I'll just say here, where you see her eating, another really cool thing about Golden Kamui is that it focuses a lot on Ainu culture. And that was something that I knew absolutely nothing about going into the series. And you can just tell that the author did so much research and is really just a huge history buff and is really enveloped and in love with the Ainu culture. And so the other main character, Ashirpa, she's Ainu, and she teaches the other characters a lot of stuff about her culture, and a lot of that revolves around food. Watching this show makes me so hungry, and it's really, really cool. And this is why I definitely recommend, supporting, through Crunchyroll, through Shonen Jump, buying the manga, blah, blah, blah. But I do have to recommend also checking out the fan translated scans, because they did a really good job of, at the end of every chapter, they call out all of the references and the research and the nods to actual historical events that the author makes. A lot of stuff that would have gone over my head because I'm not a Japanese history buff, but was very, very interesting. Now, if you don't care about any of that, it's completely ancillary. You don't need to know any of that to enjoy the story as it is. But if you're the kind of person who likes having that sort of extra icing on the cake and context, the people who did the fan translation did an incredible job with all the appendices to each chapter. All right, I don't think I'll interrupt it again.
アシリパさんは本当に脳みそが好きだね。
杉本はお様以外に何が好きだ？
食べ物？干し柿かな。
Yeah, sometimes fan translation is a lot better, unfortunately.
北海道には柿の木がないんだっけ？食べると渋い柿の実を乾燥させたものさ。
There's music, so I'm gonna turn it down a bit.
もう何年も食べてないな。最後に食べたのは戦争へ行く前だ。
戦争から帰った時に食べなかったのか？
春だったからなかったんだよ。
そうか。杉本も干し柿を食べたら戦争へ行く前の杉本に戻れるのかな。
Alright, I will make you guys watch the rest of it because there's a lot of music, but this is one of the first times that you see Sugimoto really break down and cry about his experiences and the real trauma that he has from being in the war. And it's so, like seeing those tears in his eyes the first time when I was reading it just broke my whole heart and my whole soul. It was so, and there's a lot of parts like that, like just, it gets me. But like I said, there's the action, and then there's these really heartfelt moments too. Yes, he's been through so much, and I just feel like it's so effortless. Like the way it transitions from action to these really emotionally poignant moments. But then it's also really funny. Like, it literally has made me laugh until I've puked. I've seen a few people mention a lot of the gay scenes. There are a lot of gay scenes. It's not actually gay, it's just you played up for laughs kind of thing. There's a lot of those. I don't think I could show any of those on stream. The author definitely likes Bara. I mean, the author has just straight up said that before, so there are some very Bara feeling scenes, but they're hilarious. They're so funny. I can't show them to you, but I will show you this scene, which this scene also, this happens right after a very emotional moment, and it took me out, like tears streaming down my face.
さあ、行こうか。
離れない。なんかまぶたがくっついて離れない。
あ、大変だ。白石。あ、ちょっと来い。おしっこかけてくれ。おしっこ出るか。白石。
やめろ。やめろ。
Oh, the music, I have to turn it down. Alright, that's enough. You guys get the point, okay? You guys get the point. it has everything. It has everything. And it's literally so good. It's so good. I cannot express to you how good it is. I love it. I love it. Have a good breakfast. Drink some lemonade. Drink some lemonade with your breakfast. No, golden kamui, golden showers, more like. No, it's just this one scene. I think there might be other P scenes. I can't remember now. Sorry, I'm late. Looking forward to your rant of why Golden Kamui is the best of all the short brown-haired men and how good other anime are, depending on whether they also have such men or at least close to it. Okay. There are a lot of short brown-haired men in Golden Kamui, but that's just the cherry on top. That's the cherry on top. It's not what makes it good. It would be good even if there wasn't all of those characters as well. I promise. But that is the cherry on top. You know, I'm not complaining, okay? Honestly, a lot of the characters are very, very attractive. Like pretty much all of them. And because the author loves Bara and is not afraid to objectify muscular men, you get some really good scenes. There is some eye candy in this, okay? That, you know, that's like the fourth pillar. It's got comedy, it's got drama, it's got action, and it also has fan service. It's got fansa. It's got fan service. I don't know what else to say. It's just very good. It's very good. I really like it. It's one of the best pieces of media. Actually, I'll just say it is the best piece of media that I have ever consumed across the board. Out of every book I've read, out of every movie I've seen, every play I've watched, every manga I've read, every anime, this is the single most amazing and beloved piece of media that I have ever consumed. I know this is just how the world works. It's not going to be for everyone. Nobody's ever going to always agree. But I do think a lot of people would like it. So if you haven't checked it out, you should check it out. And if you do check it out and you do like it, you should tell me about it. You should tell me about it. It's good. Yes, please. Please check it out. Please. It's just... I just think it's really well written. I think that's what really gets me the most. I'm not used to my shonen manga being having so much literary value. It's seriously very well written. And I'm not that picky. I don't always need that. I'm totally fine if you see me putting Dragon Ball at the top of classic. It's one of my favorite things in the world. I don't always need that. But what I love about Golden Kamui is I feel like it gives me everything else that I love in shonen, and then it also is just really well written. So I love it. Nothing's going to go further than this. Spoiler. Nothing will go higher than this. Not even One Piece. Will you make a short brown-haired man tier list? And why is Aizen or Sugimoto at the top? Honestly, Sugimoto would not be at the top. He's not even the top of Golden Kamui. The top of Golden Kamui would definitely be Tsukishima. I would also put Shiraishi above Sugimoto. We can make this a stream. We can make this a bald to short hair man ranking stream. Do you guys really want that? I'll do it. You don't have to ask me twice. Ogata's gonna be on there somewhere. I don't know where. Ogata scares the crap out of me. Tanigaki is husband material. Absolutely husband material. George Costanza. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. Yeah, I think his hair still counts though. It's short enough. Aizen's hair is short enough. All right. We have to continue now. Next up is haikyuu. I feel like I've already said this before. I really like sports series, but haikyuu is not my favorite of them. I think it's okay. I'll put it somewhere in okay. I'll put it above free, but behind. Actually, I'll put it behind baby steps. I'll put it there. I think it's good. It's solid, but it just didn't do anything to shock me. I think maybe my issue might have been is I had just already consumed so much sports manga before I got to haikyuu, and I don't think haikyuu broke enough molds to really stand out to me at that point. Does that make sense? It might be an art style debuff too. I wasn't super into the art style either. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I like art styles that are like where all the character designs look very unique from each other. I want them to have different body shapes and different noses and different faces and different eye shapes. You know, like I like it when they're very varied. So I don't think it was bad by any means, but I don't know. Yeah, I Shield 21 is way better. It's hard to go from something like that and then read haikyuu, but I think haikyuu is very high praise, mostly just because it hit at just the right time. Because there's some series that came out that I don't think quite hit right at the sports manga popularity boom that kind of got looked over. But I think haikyuu kind of came in right at this good spot. You know, like K&B was finishing up and people were looking for something new, if I'm getting my timeline right. So I think it's just, it's very well known in the zeitgeist. But personally, I wouldn't rank it that high in a sports manga in general. Slam Dunk is fantastic. I'm pretty sure I have Slam Dunk on here. We will talk about we're going to talk about Slam Dunk at some point. Did it boost volleyball popularity? I think there's actually been a few cases of sports manga doing that for... Oh yeah, we were going to talk about ping pong too. I loved ping pong. Ping pong was really good. But we're going to go in order. So next up is Hell's Paradise. Hell's Paradise was awful. Now, I didn't read the manga. I can't talk about the manga. I only watched the anime. I did not like that. Oh, let me turn them... thank you for letting me know. Background music back on. Hell's Paradise was literally such trash. It was so bad. Like, I'll tell you, they had me in the first part because I was very interested in the mystery of the island. And I thought, okay, this could be really fun. Like, I want to know more of this world. I'm enjoying the world building. I want to know more. I want to watch these characters solve this mystery. And then I think it's like episode 4, maybe, you meet that tree guy and he just straight up gives you this huge exposition dump. Forget the mystery, forget solving it piece by piece, forget anything creative or interesting. We're just gonna have this tree guy tell you half of what's going on in one big, long, boring exposition dump. Like, I was so mad. My disappointment was through the roof. It was so annoying. And also, the main girl was super annoying too. It was like every episode, those first few episodes, she was having a revelation, and then the next episode she was like the same person as she was previously before her revelation. I was like, how many revelations does this girl need to have before she gets good? She was on my nerves. I did not like her. I was not feeling the waifu vibes from anybody. The ninja girl was cute, but she just seemed very boring to me. I was like, I've seen this character a million times. I am literally not intrigued. I liked that the main character was a wife guy. I'll give him that. I appreciate a wife guy in my media. I liked that. But there wasn't enough else there to save it for me, so I dropped it. I couldn't even continue. I was like, maybe I'll finish the anime, maybe I will. But I had some of my demons finished it and they were like, no, Runie, it does not get any better. So I dropped it. I don't have any plans on reading the manga either. Just not for me. I was very disappointed. Also, the animation dropped so bad. It's like so far. I feel like the first episode looked good, didn't it? And then by the third episode, it was really looking rough. it was not looking good. I mean, it was fun in the sense that me and my demons got a lot of really funny screenshots of the animation just looking terrible. But it was just disappointing. I really thought that that was gonna be a big hit. It just felt like it had the vibes in the first episode, and it was just not good. Totally fell off for me. So, sorry. Yeah, a wife guy means it's a guy who really loves his wife. A guy who talks about his wife a lot. It's not a serious definition. It's kind of just a joke, you know. Gabimaru is a wife guy. You want to know what a wife guy is? Watch Hell's Paradise. If you dare. It's not good. It's not good. All right. You know what? I'm glad. I thought that I might get more tomatoes in the chat, but I really didn't get that many tomatoes. So I'm happy. I didn't know, to be honest, I didn't know what the general response to Hell's Paradise was. But, oh, I get roses? I get roses? Solid ranking. Wow. Okay. You know what? Then it's time. Then it's time to give me a little rose. Hold on. Ta-da! Yay! We're just gonna put that right there. Thank you! Thank you for the rose! Thank you! You can't throw a tomato because you haven't seen it. Nice. Nice. I've avoided the tomatoes for now. High card! High card! Okay, high card goes in between these. No, maybe behind future. I have to put it behind. Okay, high card goes into brain rot. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest. High card does not deserve to be in this 100 anime. It just does not deserve to be there. It was literally so terrible. It's so bad. It's literally so bad. However, high card contains a character named Bobby Ball, who I love. Absolutely, I adore him. I love Bobby Ball. I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it for you. They kill off Bobby Ball, and that was the end of high card for me. Man, like that was the only thing. That was the only thing that high card had going for it, was Sir Bobby Ball. And then they kill him off? Excuse me? Absolutely criminal. Okay, so high card, it got a second season. It got a second season. How does this happen? I don't understand how these things happen sometimes. It's literally so incredibly bad. There's like a deck of cards of like your 52 cards, and all of the cards have different powers, and it's supposed to scale. Like an ace is supposed to be a better power than like a 2, but the power scaling is so messed up. Like the main character's power, he literally just has a gun. Like that's it. Like he just has a gun. I think the special thing about the gun is that it always shoots straight. So even if it's like going through water, for example, the water isn't going to change the trajectory of the gun, but it's literally just a gun. Meanwhile, one of the other character's powers makes him immortal? You're telling me that this guy, all he has to do is eat food. As long as he's got food in his system, he will regenerate. He's literally immortal. And then this other guy just has a gun that shoots straight. This one guy has a power where as long as he can afford it, like as long as he has the money for something, he can manifest any object. And it works, I guess, because the guy that has it is like really rich, so he has a ton of money. But let's be honest, that is a terrible power. That is actually a really, really terrible power. And then there's just boring ones where like, I don't know, you just get big and beefy. One of the best scenes in the whole show. This is why it goes in brain rot though, because to be honest, I would watch it again. If you guys, when we unlock membership, if you guys want to watch High Card with me, I will watch it again because it is entertaining trash. Your brain does rot, but it did make me laugh. But one of the funniest parts was this one girl, her power like turns her into this other woman. Like, this other woman takes over her body, and she's a really good swordsman. But when she takes over her body, like, her boobs get really big. And it's completely camp. It's so camp. They like zoom in on her chest and they're just like ba-boing, ba-boing, and they get really big. It's so funny. It's absolutely fantastic. And you know, if the show had leaned into the camp, if it had just been 100% camp, I actually would have loved it. It would probably be really high on my list, but it has tone issues, you guys. It has major tone issues. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna be goofy, funny, stupid, campy, and then the next moment they're like, no, this is a very serious show with serious drama, and it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. The two things do not meld well. The only thing that will save season 2 is if they just realize that they need to fully go into the camp, and also if they bring Mr. Bobby Ball back. Okay, Bobby Ball's power was that he could manifest marbles. Anything he touches turns into marbles. He can literally like touch a human's head and turn their head into marbles. And also he can make the marbles explode, and also he can shoot the marbles. So again, what the point is the gun? Bobby Ball basically has the gun power. He literally has the gun power. And Bobby Ball, he wears this suit, and guess what? It has a ball on it. That's right, babes, it has a ball on the suit. Bobby Ball's the best character. He's so good. And his name is Bobby Ball. His name is Bobby Ball. And they kill him? They kill this character? He better not really be dead. I will be checking out season 2, but if they don't bring Bobby Ball back, it's a 0 out of 10. I don't care what they do. Season 2 will be a 0 out of 10 ranking if Bobby Ball is not somehow alive. I will also say that I actually did not technically finish this show, because after Bobby Ball died, I did get pretty upset, and I skipped, I think, 3 episodes. I was 4 episodes away from the end. I skipped 3 episodes and then just watched the last episode, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I missed anything. I followed the last episode just fine. Also, the last episode was stupid. It was really stupid. The whole last arc is really dumb. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys also, the land that this takes place in, there's like, it's a big continent, and it's separated into 4 like sections. Can you guess what this nation is called? This nation that is separated into 4 sections. I wonder if any of you guys can guess what it's called. 4 suits is close. 4 sections is close. You're not far. Spadesia, no. Quatraland, very cute, very, very close. It's literally 4 land. It's 4 land. Like, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Also, one of these has this show also has that issue of that Bleach has. It has the same issue that I have with Bleach, where there's an organization in it that is just objectively terrible. They are just objectively being bad. They are not good people. They're ruining people's lives. And yet, they're regarded by all of the characters as like the good guys. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be rooting for them. It's like Soul Society all over again. It's Soul Society all over again. It's not Fourland as a whole. It's this one organization that's trying to collect all the cards. Like, they're just ruining people's lives. Like, why collect all the cards? Like, there's some people who have cards and they're just chilling. Like, they're not hurting anybody. They're just chilling with their cards. So why are they, like, they literally will go around killing these people to get the cards back. And okay, this is why I hate the final arc. In the final arc, this one dude's really trying to save his sister who's dying. And he's like, if I do this forbidden thing where I use 2 cards at once, I can save my sister. And the agency is like, you're not allowed to use 2 cards at once. That's against the rules. Like, we understand you want to save your sister, but we're sorry, you're just gonna have to let her die. And of course, he doesn't do that. He runs off, and he's gonna save his sister anyway. And you know what they do? They order his death. They literally try to kill this man. They try to kill this man. You would think that this would be the beginning of the end, right? You would literally think that this would be the beginning of the end. I would not have a problem with this development if now they were the villains, right? Like if now the main character who's like best friends with this character, if now they were just like, okay, we don't like this agency anymore, we don't like the way they operate, we're not comfortable with this. Like if that had been the beginning of that, I would have been okay with it. But that's not what happens. By the end of the last episode, they just get their jobs back and they're just working for the agency again. Like everything's fine. I'm like, dude, they tried to kill you. And also his sister's still gonna die. Like they end up stopping him from doing it. His sister's still gonna die and he just works for the agency that literally tried to kill him. Explain this to me. Explain the logic. I don't understand. Okay, ending is insane. Main character shoots 1 card, so he only uses 3 cards, which is 4 cards, but you don't kill yourself somehow. Yeah, the ending didn't make any sense. It was so stupid. I think they were really stretching. They were like, how could we possibly make this really lame power of being able to shoot straight make the final win? It just doesn't make any sense. It's so bad. Anyways, but it is brain rot. I will watch it with you guys if you want to. I do feel like it is worth the watch, at least for Bobby Ball. At least for Bobby Ball. Yeah, it might. I wonder if it was one of those problems where they didn't know if they were gonna get a season 2, so they're like, yeah, we'll just wrap it up happy. But I wasn't happy. That's not gonna make me happy. It doesn't make any sense. High card. Who's writing this? It's anime only. It's anime only, and this is getting a 2nd season. I will never understand. Bring a Bobby Ball back 2024. It has drama CDs? Are there Bobby Ball drama CDs? I would spend actual money. I would spend actual money on a Bobby Ball drama CD. Just for the principle. If I was a millionaire, I would spend thousands of dollars buying Bobby Ball audio merch so that the series would think that he's a very popular character and then they would be forced to bring him back for season 2. I'm gonna save you, Bobby Ball. I'll save you, Bobby Ball. My Oshi Bobby Ball. Does the series director live in your walls like the manga authors? I wish. If they did, they never would have killed Bobby Ball in the first place. They never would have gotten that far. I hope you live a happy life in hell. Yeah, I didn't put Pokemon on here. I thought about it, but to be honest, I've only watched like very early Pokemon when I was a kid. It's kind of hard for me to rank it, cause it's just such a little kid show to me. So I don't know. I didn't really have anything interesting to say about it, so I didn't put it on here. But sorry. All right, we're moving on. 2. Hikaru no go! Hikaru no go! Okay, I love Hikaru no go. I've talked about this a little bit already, because because I started to learn Go because of this show. You guys guessed it. I was like, which show made me start learning Go? I was not very good at the game of Go. I'm not very good at Mahjong either, but I do know the basics at least of both. I would like to get good at both of those games. But Hikaru no Go, it's about the game of life and death. It's surprisingly an emotional show. So basically the premise is there's this kid, he doesn't know anything about Go, and the ghost, the spirit of this legendary Go player basically is haunting him. I think he comes out of a board that he finds in his attic. And so he ends up playing, but I think it's really cool. I don't know what to say about it. This might be a bias thing, but I'm definitely gonna put it in very good. I mean, I like it better than Demon Slayer. I'm gonna put it above Demon Slayer. It's very good. I really think it's solid. It doesn't last too long. It's very human. It doesn't. This was before the formulaic sports anime age, so it's like it's not formulaic at all. It's really good. Yeah, the characters do grow up. You literally. I feel like they are all my children. It's so satisfying, and. The plot with the spirit, I feel like they could have been really boring with that, but they took it in this very interesting direction because Hikaru starts actually learning and loving the game of Go, and it gets to the point where he doesn't want the spirit helping him anymore. He wants to be able to play Go himself, and it causes some tension because the whole thing is the ghost is trying to, I think he's trying to remember this special move that he made. It's been a while since I watched it. He's trying to remember the special move that he was like almost close to finishing, to perfecting, something like that, before he can. That's why he hasn't been able to pass away or move on to the next life. But it gets very tender and very interesting. It's just good. It's a solid series. Even if you don't like sports manga, I think you would still like it. Believe in the heart of Go. Yeah, it's a divine move, something like that. It's very because there's another character who you really feel for because he's been training to play Go literally his entire life long, and then Hikaru comes out of nowhere and he has all these suspicions. He's basically getting gaslit because he's like, I know something's going on here. Like, how is this amateur doing so well? But it's also like, what, are you gonna tell him that it's a ghost? He gets gaslit for a little while, but that in and of itself is a really interesting plot point. So it's Yu-Gi-Oh! But with Go. I could see the comparison. It has definitely a very different vibe than Yu-Gi-Oh! Has. They're not sending people to the Shadow Realm. Yo, I'm Joey Wheeler. That's another dub. There's another dub that I like. Joey Wheeler. It's a good dub. I don't know what to say. Oh my gosh, wait, I have a funny story about Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't think I put Yu-Gi-Oh! On here. If I did, then I'll save it. Oh, I did. Okay, I'll save the funny story about Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I have Yu-Gi-Oh! On here. So we will have to wait. Oh my, I'm glad you guys agree that it's peak dub. I'm glad. Wow, I'm really avoiding the tomatoes today. Amazing. Hunter x Hunter! Ugh, you guys already know I love Hunter x Hunter. Where do I put it? I'm gonna put it in classic. I'm gonna put it... I love Hunter x Hunter. I'm gonna put it behind Dragon Ball. Even though it's not finished, it's very special to me. It's very good. I love it. It's epic. It's amazing. I don't really have a lot of complaints about Hunter x Hunter besides the fact that it's not finished. I think my main complaint would be the inconsistency in the manga art. Because if you're a manga reader, there are some chapters that really do not look good. And then there's some chapters that don't necessarily look bad, but it's just like the art style just completely changes. It just completely, utterly changes. And I do prefer the stylistic element of manga. Like I said, you guys know, it doesn't have to be stereotypically pretty. Like, I love everything Fukumoto does, and a lot of people think that that's too ugly to even read. But it's a style, and he sticks to it, and I appreciate that kind of thing. So, but Hunter x Hunter gets kind of all over the place. But really, that's really my main complaint. I think it's very good. It's solid. The 2011 reboot is amazing. My only complaint about the 2011 reboot is I wish they hadn't cut the kite scenes from early on. You don't really meet him until the Chimera Ant arc. And I do think that took a little bit of the significance of his character away. But overall, I was really happy with the reboot. I've also watched the old version, what is it, 1999? I forget which year it came out. It came out in the 90s. I've also watched that one, but it's not very good. If you love Hunter x Hunter, it's still worth a watch. It's not very good. The reboot is amazing. I'm pretty sure it's 2011. I think that's when the reboot came out. Yeah, it was 1999. 1999, 2011 is I think when they came out. It's not finished animating because the manga is not finished. I have high hopes that the manga will be finished, and then I'm sure they'll finish animating it. But yeah, it was so good. Okay, I'm glad that you guys agree. I'm glad that you guys agree. Oh, what type of nin would you have? Okay, I'd have to think about it. But that would also be a very... Remember how I said I could do a stream where I make all of Euphoria into One Piece characters? I pick a devil fruit for all of the members of Phase Connect. I could also do one where I assign everybody nin powers. That actually sounds so fun. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna make that a future stream because that would be really, really fun. But I think I got enough roses on this. I feel like I got enough roses to add myself another rose. You know, I really thought that I would have more tomatoes than roses, but perhaps... Oh, sorry, I accidentally threw it. I threw the rose away. That rose wasn't good. It was stinky. That was a stinky rose. I need a non-stinky rose. Thank you. Here, this one's good. This one's not stinky. There we go. Yay! All right, let's see if I can keep the streak up. What's next? I'm too biased to rank this. I cannot rank this properly. I do not have it in my heart. Richan is God. Richan is God. I love Ritsuko so much. She's best girl. She's my #1 waifu. And I love I love IMAS so much. I love it so much. It's so good. And OG Malice is definitely my bias. I'm too biased. I just have to leave it there. There's nothing I can say. I'm always gonna love it. It's always gonna be a treasure to me. The anime is very short. The anime itself is short, but it's also like a whole game series. And there's even a phone game. It's very fun. All right, Inuyasha. I never watched Spice and Wolf. I'm glad that there's some IMAS fans in here. Mwah, 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 mwah. If you like that, those kisses were only for IMAS fans, okay? Don't you go receiving those if you don't like IMAS. Perona will come for you in your sleep. Those are IMAS fan only kisses. Mwah, 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 mwah. All right, Inuyasha. Inuyasha I love. Any tangent about all the other IMAS groups? Why specifically the OG ones over the newer ones? I talked a little bit in my first ranking stream because I did rank Cinderella Girls. I never got into Cinderella Girls as much. I could maybe do a whole tangent on that another time. I don't dislike Cinderella Girls, and I love Mirishita. I love all of the Million Live Girls, like a ton. I like them way better than the Cinderella Girls, but there's just something about the OGs that does something to me, man. Okay. I love Inuyasha. I'm definitely putting it in very good. I'm gonna put it... do I like it better than Demon Slayer? Maybe not. I don't know if I like it better than Black Clover either. I definitely like it better than Blue Exorcist. I'm gonna put it here. This one gets a little tough. It gets a little tough. You want me to put it in classic? I don't know if it qualifies for classic because I know a lot of people who never watched it. I think a lot of people see it and think that it's a little too shoujo, and so then they don't watch it. I don't know if it quite qualifies as classic. Wait, you guys, this is a tomato take? You guys think it's classic? At least above Black Clover. I like Black Clover. I really like... You think it's a bona fide classic? It's a I'm not opposed to putting it in classic because I do really love it. But I feel like I should also stick to my guns and put it here. I don't know. I really love Kikyo. I think the romance story between Inuyasha and Kikyo is just so beautifully tragic. I have shed so many tears over that woman. You guys just don't understand. Every time she comes on screen, I cry. I feel for her so bad. Like, it just sucks. Like, Kikyo did not do anything wrong, and she just got such the short end of life. And sometimes that's just how it is. You know, life isn't fair. It's not fair. But I feel for Kikyo. She did not deserve it. She literally did nothing wrong. She got it so rough. And don't get me wrong, I love Kagome. And I like her with Inuyasha, and I'm happy that they end up together. Like, this isn't hate towards her. It's just, I just feel, it's just such an unfortunate circumstance for Kikyo. But I think that made her a really good character. I think the way that the show explored it was just really nice. It did a very delicate job of, portraying it, I think. So, maybe I should put it in classic. Okay, you know what? I am gonna put it in classic. You've convinced me. To be honest, it would go pretty high. I like it better than Attack on Titan. I like it better than Code Geass. I like it better than Gurren Lagann. I'll put it there. Okay, you convinced me. I'll put it in classic. It's a class. You know what? It's a classic to me. Maybe not at large. It is a classic to me. I'm allowed to flip-flop. Alright. Next up. Oh, now I'm getting roses. Because I flip-flopped, I won't put another rose on me. Because I did flip-flop. But... So I don't think I quite deserve it, but I do appreciate these roses. Thank you. Flip-flopper, so evil. Flip-flapper? That didn't make it either. Iron-blooded orphans. This one really shouldn't even be on here. Anyways, I didn't like it. I'm gonna put it here. I didn't like it. It's a Gundam. It's one of the Gundams. I know that this one's gonna get me tomatoes. I know it's gonna give me tomatoes, but I just didn't like it. I didn't really like any of the characters, because I get it. I'm not sitting here, I'm not expecting Gundam to have like a brand new plot and brand new themes. I'm not. That's not my issue with it at all. I don't care that it's, you know, a lot of the series are rehashes, right? That doesn't bother me. I just think this one in particular, I didn't like the battle sequences, I didn't like the characters, I didn't like the ending. It just did not hit for me. Okay, at least a few people agree with me. I'm glad that at least a few people agree with me. I know it's a hot take, but I'm not a Gundam hater. I'm really not a Gundam hater. We're talking about iron-blooded orphans, but I am seeing a lot of tomatoes. I think I'm seeing more tomatoes than... Are you just... Yeah, I could totally see... I mean, the hardcore Gundam people, they might be too biased to rank, and that's fair. I'm too biased to rank a lot of things. It was the worst Gundam. See, some people agree with me. I haven't seen all the Gundams though. I definitely want to watch some other ones that I haven't. Because, you know, I grew up watching Gundam Wing, so that was my intro to Gundam. It's just not that good. There are much better Gundam. It definitely wasn't my favorite out of the ones that I've seen. But I do think that I got a lot of tomatoes. So it may be time to add a tomato in here, unfortunately. I think it's tomato time. I'll put it here. First tomato. Iron-blooded orphans was great season 1, but season 2 wasn't that great. I didn't like the ending. I didn't like how it progressed at all. My choices are totally opposite. You mean you don't think that Golden Kamui is the masterpiece of all masterpieces? You're lying. I don't even believe you. Alright, oh no. Here we go. It's the JoJos. I'm nervous. Hold on, I gotta drink some water. What time is it? 8:10? Okay, we got some time. I'll probably wrap up stream around 9. We got some time. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm about to be evil? Am I about to be evil? Preliminary tomatoes for JoJo. Alright, so there's only 3 on here because there's only 3 that I've seen. I watched all of JoJo Part 1. I watched all of JoJo Part 2. I watched almost all of JoJo Part 3. I got to the dog. That has a stand. And then I had some of my demons were like, listen, forget it. You gotta watch Part 4. Part 4 is really good. So I think I watched 3 or 4 episodes of Part 4, and I didn't like that one either. But, here's what I'm gonna say. I would personally put JoJo Part 1 in classic. My reasoning for this is JoJo is a classic, it's just a classic anime. It's a classic manga, it's a classic series. It's in the zeitgeist. I have to put it in classic even if I personally wasn't that crazy about it. But to be honest, I didn't dislike Part 1. I felt like Part 1 was a little boring. The characters are really flat. It's not that interesting. The entire plot gets spoiled in the opening. The opening is incredible. The opening is beautiful. It's a complete bop. The animation blows my mind. I could watch it 1,000,000 times, but also you could just watch the opening and you have the story, and there's really not any more, there's not a lot more but beyond that. Dio is an icon. Dio is an icon, right? That's why I have to put it in classic. But he's also incredibly one note, as is Jonathan. It surprised me. When I watched Part 1, it did surprise me that this was such a popular series because I was like, that was okay, but it wasn't anything crazy. Okay, I did like Speedwagon. I did like Speedwagon. I also feel like with Dio, because he ends up coming back, he's not actually dead. It suffers from that thing that I was talking about in one of my previous streams where the sequel waters down the ending of the first. Because, I mean, I knew going into Part 1 that they weren't really gonna kill Dio. So the whole ending of Part 1 just feels so unsatisfying because I'm like, I know he's not dead, so like all of this is for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, he's not dead, so what does it matter? Like, I feel like the fact that Dio comes back, it just waters down a lot of what happens in Part 1 anyways. So I will put Part 1 in classic because I do think it deserves its place there. Just for how beloved the series is as a whole. Am I too much of a weeb to enjoy JoJo? Maybe. But it was at least enough to keep me interested. And I had been told by a lot of people that it gets better later on. So I wasn't crazy about Part 1, but everyone said it's gonna get really good. You just gotta keep sticking with it. So I did move on to JoJo Part 2. I did not like JoJo Part 2. I don't even have much to say, I just didn't like it. I didn't find it funny. I didn't find it interesting. I didn't like Joseph. I didn't like it. I literally didn't like it. I didn't like anything about it. I felt nothing. There's so many tomatoes right now. I didn't like it. I don't know what to say. It was not for me. I think the big thing was I just didn't find it funny. I felt like I was supposed to be laughing in order to enjoy it, and I wasn't laughing. I just didn't like it. The best part of Part 2 was probably the yasification of cars. I did enjoy the yasification of cars. I will give it that. I liked that. But otherwise... Oh, and okay, I'll say again, all the music is good. All the music is good. No, don't unsubscribe, please. Listen. I'll take it. You're throwing tomatoes, fine. I'll let you throw your tomatoes. You don't have to leave. Listen, look. No, I threw it away. Hold on. I didn't mean to throw it away. Hold on. Don't leave yet. I'm putting your tomato on there. I'm putting this tomato on for you. This is your special tomato that you threw at me. Hold on. See? Look, I'll take it. You guys are so upset. I'll put a few more tomatoes. We'll put a few more tomatoes on here. I'm sorry that I didn't like it. It just was not for me. I don't know what to say. It wasn't for me. Also, again, this is another one where the opening completely spoiled it. Like, you already know who's gonna die. I mean, I don't want to spoil it maybe for people who might not notice, but you literally see Joseph with the bandana in the opening. So you know who's about to die. I didn't like it. I was not a fan. It wasn't for me. I didn't mean to dodge that one tomato. No, I don't think it got a single laugh out of me. I don't remember laughing at all. And it's really not hard to make me laugh. I laugh at most things. My sense of humor is pretty broad. Like, I don't think it's hard to make me laugh. I really did not find it entertaining. But you skip intros, really? I don't have strong feelings about sub over dub. I do have strong feelings about skipping intros. If it is a really bad intro, like if it is just a flop, I understand. If you are on a time crunch and you're skipping it purely because you want to get the episode in, I can forgive that. But you should watch them. I feel like it's part of the experience. If we do watch-alongs, I will be watching the opening and the ending every single time. Unless it is a complete flop, it plays. It plays all the way through every single episode, every time. The worst is people who watch anime at 1.5 speed. Maybe that was my issue. Maybe I should rewatch JoJo Part 2 in 1.5 speed, and maybe I would actually like it. Maybe that's what JoJo needs, is the 1.5 speed treatment. Your attempt to exploit my anger is admirable. However, I cannot be angered. Well, good. Good. You can't be angered, which means you're not throwing any tomatoes, which means I get another rose. That just means that I get another rose. So I'm just gonna hop on over here. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, it's too late. Should I put it over my eye like a toonie? There we go. Wait, that's actually kind of cute. It's cute. Runie. Okay, so now we have to move on to part 3. Part 3 goes in brain rot. This is what I'll say. Watching part 3 by myself was kind of miserable. I didn't like it. I did not enjoy it. A surprising factor of part 3 is that suddenly I like Joseph now. I did not like Joseph in part 2, but I loved Joseph in part 3. I don't know what happened. Something happened and all of a sudden he was likable to me. Part 3, they say, screw you to Hamen, I guess. And now it's all about stands. I don't know. I wasn't impressed with the stands. I didn't really like them. This is what I'll say about JoJo Part 3 and why it's going in brain rot, is because once I realized that the show is just ridiculous and maybe I should just watch it with my demons who can laugh at it alongside me and experience the craziness alongside me, maybe that will make it better. And I do agree that actually made it so much better. Yes, it was memeable. Watching it by myself was awful. Watching it with demons that could laugh along with me and make jokes and take screenshots, that was a pretty enjoyable experience. It was still brain rot, don't get me wrong. It was brain rot. But it was a much more enjoyable experience than watching it by myself sober. Because I personally did not enjoy it sober. Despite the fact that it was more enjoyable with my demons, I still couldn't finish it. I couldn't finish it. I don't know. And this is why Well, okay, but I will say I still gave JoJo another chance because everyone always says that the next JoJo is better. Whatever JoJo you watched up to, the next one is better, right? So I watched a few episodes of part 4 just to be like, okay, I'll give you guys a chance. I will watch part 4. But I still didn't like it. So I also dropped that one. You think Black Clover deserves to be in the brain rot tier? No, I liked Black Clover. I think it's a really solid manga. Anime has some issues, but I like the story. I will stand by my opinion on Black Clover. I think it gets way too much hate. It's actually good. Hating part 4 is a sin. I don't know if I hated it. I wouldn't say I hated it. I just didn't like it. I just wasn't into it. I was like, there's a million other things I'd rather be watching right now than watching this. I just wasn't into it. I can see the appeal. I understand why people like it. I don't think it's objectively bad. It's just not for me. It's not for me. I'll deflect some of the hate. I don't like JoJo, period. Don't like the art, don't like the characters, don't like the story, could never make it past the first or second episode. Also, I skip OPs after the first episode. You've got me so conflicted. You've got me so conflicted right now because you're coming to my defense. You're trying to deflect some of the tomatoes with this JoJo hate, right? Because you hate JoJo a lot more than I do. But then you have to slip in at the very end with this I skip OPs, and now I just feel hurt. Now I feel hurt. You know what? Everybody throw tomatoes. Throw your tomatoes at him. Throw your tomatoes at them. Saying part 1 is good, but part 2 isn't, makes this whole list suspect. Maybe you weren't listening, because it's not really quite what I said. Rewind, my friend. Rewind, because that's really not what I said. Okay. Whoa, that's a lot of tomatoes. I'm glad that those aren't going towards me. I'm really glad that those tomatoes are not going towards me. Whew. I would be so covered in tomatoes right now. Thank you for deflecting the tomatoes. You did a very good job. You did a very good job of that. No, don't specify that it's for me. Rude. 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 All right. Next up is kaiji. I love kaiji. I've already talked about kaiji a lot. You guys know I love kaiji. I wouldn't put it in classic. And I don't know if I'd put it in masterpiece, but it is going to go to the top of very good for me. It's going to go to the top of very good. Oh no, I didn't put it in drop. I would never do that. I have seen all of kaiji. I've also read all of the manga. Kuyashi. 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 Oh, look at these roses. Looks like I get another rose. Yay for me. I do think that particularly the bog kind of drags. The bog definitely drags a little bit. I still liked it, but I could see why people would get a little tired, particularly in that arc. But as a manga reader, it's really not a problem. I think a lot of series that rely a lot on tension building sometimes can get a little too much when it comes to. Here, I'll put it. No, not in the trash. I'll put it here. I'll put it here. I don't know where to put it. Here, this looks good. They can suffer from pacing issues because they're trying to dramatically stretch it out with the music and the narration. But you don't have that problem if you just read the manga, because then you set the pace. You are the pacemaker. But overall, I still liked it. And I feel like the only one I would really complain about the pacing in personally is the bog. Everything else I thought was pretty well paced. I love the narration in kaiji. I love the animation. I know it's very stylized and it's not for everybody, but personally, I love it. And the animation itself looks really, really good. Even if you don't like the art style, it's really, really good. The animation wise. It's also, OP is a banger. It's so good. When style hits, it hits. I agree. I love it. I love kaiji. It's special to my heart. This is one I know it's not for everybody. I can totally see why people would watch kaiji and just not really like it. But it's for me. It is absolutely for me. You guys know how much I love narration. When the narration comes in, I'm there for it. It gets me so hype. And I just think it's fun. I'm so sad that they didn't continue animating it. High card gets more seasons, but kaiji doesn't. Explain this to me. Explain this to me. Explain this to me. But there's a part in the manga where Kaiji is watching a high stakes, like life or death gamble game through a glass window, and it's like 3 guys that are doing it. It's a really, really good art. It's so fun. But one of the best things about it is you have spent this entire manga like clawing your eyeballs out at Kaiji. You're screaming at him. You're like, don't do it, or like, don't do it, Kaiji. He frustrates you. He stresses you out. He causes you mental anguish, okay? And then, in this cathartic turn of events, Kaiji is suddenly in the shoes of the reader, and he's the one banging against the glass, yelling at these gamblers to do the right thing, or to calm down, or to not freak out. And I think it was just genius. I think Fukumoto is a genius for putting it in there, because it was so incredibly satisfying to read. It was so freaking good. Exactly. I was literally like, that's how it feels, Kaiji. Now you know. Now you get to experience what you've been putting me through all of these freaking arcs. It's so good. I love the Kaiji manga. Again, I've said this before, my only complaint is there's one really weird fake out bestiality gag. I know it's meant to be funny. It didn't hit for me. I think that it would be better cut out. If they do continue animating it, they should just cut that part out like they did in Golden Kamui. But otherwise, it's really good. And of course, my second favorite character is Kaiji, but my second favorite character is Endo. I love Endo. I love Endo so much. I cannot describe this to you. The scene during the pachinko arc where Endo breaks down in the bathroom and is crying, it gets me every single time. It gets me every single freaking time. It's so good. But if you're caught up with the manga, then you know that Endo was like the last arc has just got a lot of Endo in it. So I was pretty darn happy about it. I liked the pachinko arc. I liked it. Yeah, they did an OVA with the bear, but they didn't put it in the main series. I'm guessing because it was... you guys know why they didn't put it in there. But yeah, if you just watch the anime run, they took out the bear arc, which I do think is a little unfortunate because there are good scenes. I think I brought it up before, but there's a really good scene between Ogata and Tanigaki in that arc that you miss out if you haven't read the manga. But overall, I'm happy that they cut it because it was a little... I didn't like it. The tightrope walk sequence. Oh, the human derby. I like the human derby too. The human derby gave me so much anxiety, especially when they get to the second level of it. Oh, the anxiety. The pain. That was when Kaiji, that's the first time that characters really start dying in Kaiji too. Because previously it's more like your freedom, your finances, things like that. That's what's at risk. But that's the first time that they really start. It's like life or death. Whew. I could not do that either. You would not catch me. Kaiji, you can draw your little Sharpie line on my tennis shoes all you want, but I would not do that under absolutely no circumstances. But I also would never find myself in that much debt. I wouldn't find myself in that much debt either. That's ridiculous. All right, so that's my thoughts on Kaiji. Oh my gosh, there's no way we're finishing. We only have 30 minutes left. It's like Squid Game, but actually smart. I was very surprised with Squid Game going into it because I didn't know that it was inspired by Kaiji. So I I didn't know I was inspired by kaiji, so I start watching Squid Game, and I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is a ripoff. But then I looked it up, and it's not really a ripoff because the writer has just straight up said that kaiji inspired it, and that kaiji was a huge inspiration. So, then I had to put my suspect eyes away. But for a minute there, I was like, copyright? Because it is definitely a direct reference. You know what? I have not read Liar's Game, and I've been meaning to read it because I have, you probably saw I have one outs on here. And I loved one outs. We're gonna get to one outs at some point. At some point we're going to. So I've been really meaning to get into read Liar's Game because I know I would like it. There's no way I wouldn't like it. Oh, one outs. You know what? We can go out of order. Why not? We're gonna talk about one outs. Okay, if you guys don't know what one ounce is, it was made into an anime. The anime is kind of trash. I wouldn't bother with it. It's a sports manga about baseball, but it's not about high school baseball, which is a nice little refreshing. It's adults. These are adult characters, and it's gambling. It's baseball plus gambling. And it's so freaking good. It's so amazing. I love one outs. I almost feel like this is I'm too biased to rank it, but also I want to rank it. I'm gonna put it in very good. I'm gonna put it here in very good. If you've never read One Ounce, I highly recommend it. And the art, oh my gosh. The art in this manga, it's so beautiful. It appeals to me on this holy level that I can't even describe. I can't even talk. That's how One Ounce hits me. It's short, it's simple, I like the ending of it. The main character, I always forget his name. What's his name? Tokichi? Is it Tokichi? It's Tokichi, right? I love him. The way that he's drawn in some of the panels knocks me out. It just absolutely knocks me out. That's why you have to read the manga, because in the anime, they do Tokichi dirty in the anime. He looks goofy. In the manga, he looks so BA. He's so cool. I don't think that you have to be into baseball to like One Ounce. I am into baseball, so maybe I am biased. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm into baseball, so maybe I'm biased. But I don't think you have to be into baseball to enjoy it, because a lot of it is about the gambling aspect. So basically, Tokichi is like playing on this professional team, and he's got this bet going with the owner of the team, and there's like every game there's like kind of a different goal, and you have to see him how he works around it to basically win the bet and make tons of money. It's very fun. I like it. I didn't put it on the list, but another one, if you do like baseball, that I'm going to recommend really quick is Guruzani, or Money Pitch. It's cute. I'm not gonna say it's the greatest thing ever. If I did rank it, it would probably go into okay. But if you like baseball, and if you particularly are a little bit tired of watching, high schoolers go to Koshin over and over again, check out Guruzani. It's cute, and yeah, it's just cute. So, yeah. And that one goes more into the baseball industry too, which I think is really interesting, so. Okay. Next up is Kakegurui! I liked Kakegurui. I did drop the manga. I finished the anime, but I dropped the manga. So that does make it like kind of weird where to put it. Eventually the manga just got boring to me. I think it went on too long. I think it just should have ended. But overall, I liked it. I'm probably gonna put it in okay. We got the iconic Tia song, Deal with the Devil. I think the first season was really solid. I mean, it just, you can tell what it's doing. It's camp, right? It's camp. As long as you understand what it's going for, it's pretty enjoyable. Yeah, I would put it in okay. I'm probably gonna put it... I mean, I liked it better than most of these. I will put it... I'm gonna put it here. I I liked it pretty decent enough. I thought it was fun. And the manga's really beautiful. The manga art is really nice. The scene where what's her face like falls out of the tower and then they land in that field of flowers, it's so beautiful. I remember reading those pages like jaw on the floor. Absolutely beautiful. And it's fun. It's very fun. Oh, look at all these roses. Look at me. I guess yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to say earlier. Like if you get it, if you're into the fun of it, then I do think that it's enjoyable. Sometimes I cannot find my mouse on this thing. I'm gonna give myself another rose. I really thought I was gonna have more tomatoes than this, but I think I'm doing pretty good as far as roses and tomatoes go. I'll put this one here. You didn't get back to watching it because it was still airing, but maybe you should pick it back up. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a rush to do it. I think it seems like most people are agreeing. It kind of, you know, it gets worse as it goes on. I mean, you guys have heard me say it a million times. Sometimes series just need to end. I think a big fault that I have with a lot of anime and manga is they just choose to not end. And I don't understand why. No, you must watch it now, this instant. No, you must watch Golden Kamui now, this instant. Have you watched a lot of anime? Nah, I wouldn't say so. What do you guys think? It's money. You're right, it's money. Yeah. Sometimes money is good. Sometimes money is bad. I think particularly money plus art is not always a good combo. It leads to messiness and it leads to poor art sometimes. But oh well. Oh well. All the Fujoshis I know love Golden Kamui. I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess Fujoshis would like it. I don't see any reason that they wouldn't like it. It's a good series. But I definitely wouldn't classify it as like a Fujoshi series. You know what I mean? It's not like a Skate, which I do have on here. We're gonna talk about Skate. It's not like Skate. You know what I mean? It's got a lot more than the... Well, and I also feel like a lot of the gay scenes, they're not played seriously. They're literally, it's just a gag. It's just to make you laugh. So it doesn't feel like total Fujo bait to me. That's the term, thank you, Fujo bait. I definitely wouldn't put it in the category of Fujo bait. I mean, I like some things that are Fujo bait. I don't have any problem with it, personally. Sometimes it's Fujo bait and it still slaps. But I definitely wouldn't put Golden Kamui. Yes, we're back to talking about Golden Kamui. I can't help it, someone brought it up. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I love it so much. And then you bring it up in chat. And then of course I'm gonna talk about it. Of course I'm gonna talk about it. Don't sigh. Don't sigh at me. What am I supposed to do, huh? Otter cooking stream? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. It has everything, exactly. Oh, free would be Fujo bait for sure. And I liked free. Free was okay. I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, free definitely is Fujo bait. A lot of sports manga are Fujo bait. Sports anime manga are Fujo bait. Usually they have a little bit more to that. I think sports shonen is like, it's kind of gone through a weird timeline because it definitely did not start that way. If you go back into history and the first few series, but I do feel like it pretty quickly transitioned, and nowadays it just feels par for the course. Even though the main audience is still like young boys, like the main audience is still young boys, so for the most part, it's never gonna be explicitly gay. You don't get explicitly gay stuff for the most part, but it's always there a little bit because they just understand that while the target audience is young boys, a huge part of their audience is going to be fujoshi. And so they cater to them. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. A lot of times it's funny. I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me. But that's why nowadays pretty much all sports and manga has, it's all of it is a little bit fujo bait. It just is. Yeah, so free definitely counts. Haikyuu did it too, for sure. What other sports series do I got on here? Ace of Diamond. Ace of Diamond isn't too terrible about it, but it definitely does it, for sure. Skate, very much so. Skate is nearly explicit. I think I put, yeah, Yuri on Ice is explicit. That one actually went pretty, I mean, I say that, but it's still not even explicit. It's about as close to explicit as it can get, as far as like making it canon. But even then, it's still not totally. They no pun intended, but they skate the line. That ain't Yuri. Wait, I didn't even think about that, but you're right. Yuri on Ice is not Yuri on Ice. Yaoi on Ice. I bet so many people have made that joke, and I've literally just never heard about it. I like Hajime no Ippo. Oh, I don't think I put that on here. You know, 100 was just not enough. 100 was just not enough. No, tomatoes for the pun? I get tomatoes for the pun? Okay, that's fair. I'll take that one. I'll take this tomato to the face. I'm gonna put it right on my face. Okay. Where should it go? On my cheek here? Oops. Where do you think? Right here? We'll put it here. Boom. That's the very special tomato for my bad pun. You watched the first episode expecting a Yuri anime? Did you not see who all the main characters were? Aisho 21, I don't think, as far as Fujo bait goes, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. I think it's the newer it is, I think usually the worse that it is. Zankyo no Terror, is that the one where it's like the kids and there's the terrorist group? I didn't like that. I dropped that. I think I got maybe like 3 episodes into that and I dropped it. Cause I feel like if I remember right, it was trying to do that thing where it was like psychological warfare where they were trying to like outsmart each other, but I just didn't think it was doing a very good job. So, I mean, if I want that, I'll just watch Death Note, right? But yeah, I wasn't into it. I dropped that one. I'm sorry if that's one you really like. Oh, Blue Lock? Blue Lock is Fujo bait, 100%. Blue Lock is so explicitly Fujo bait, I don't even know where to start. But it's really bad. I mean, it's good. I love Blue Lock, don't get me wrong. I already sang Blue Lock's praises. I put it in very good for a reason. But it is Fujo bait, for sure. Blue Lock is something. Listen, I don't know what to say. I like Blue Lock. It entertains me. We're here for ego, man. It's all about the ego. And then my king, Baro, my king. Hey, Baro has long hair too. He has long hair. His hair is brown, but it's long. So I'm beating the allegations right now. I'm beating the allegations. You have a friend that's crazy about... I have a lot of friends who are crazy about Blue Lock. A lot of my demons love Blue Lock. I started reading it before the anime came out, but I'm pretty behind on the manga. I'm still further in the manga than the anime got, but I'm not much further, so I need to pick it back up again before it starts animating again. But I do like it. I like Blue Lock. I like the Chigiri, Baro, yeah. Chigiri and Baro, I really like both of them. Baro, of course, is my favorite, but Oh, it's getting a movie? What are they doing in the movie? Are they making the that first match against the Japanese team? Are they making that into a movie? I guess that makes sense. Oh, Emmanuel Raid from Iori. Hello, welcome. iShield 21. It's up here, my friend. It's in classic. It's right here. For Hitman Reborn is both, because I watched the anime and I read the manga. So if I did both, I've rated it as a whole. Like I've said, I call this the anime ranking stream, but it's actually... A lot of these I've only read the manga, but if I've read the manga and watched the anime, I'm ranking them like holistically. Unless I specifically said I wasn't. I think there was one I didn't. I'm covered... Hello, Yuri! Thank you for the raid! Arigato! I'm covered in tomatoes and black roses because when I have a take that everybody hates, they throw tomatoes at me. And when I have a take that they like, they throw roses at me. So you can kind of see we're pretty even right now between takes that they've agreed with and takes that they've hated. For every tomato is a broken heart. For every tomato is a viewer seething. Yeah, a lot of the tomatoes came because I'm not crazy about the JoJo series. I'm sorry. I'm making pasta, yeah! It's rosemary and pasta. Unlimited tomato works. No, I think there is a tomato. There's a tomato for the pun, and I think there was one other series I got a tomato on. And now I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what series I got a tomato for, but there was one other one that wasn't JoJo. Oh, here we go. Katekyo Hitman Reborn. What do I even say about this? Listen, I think I'm too biased. I'm gonna put this on. I'm too biased to rank it. I'm putting it here because I do feel like objectively I understand that it's not the greatest thing ever. Thank you, Iori. Thank you. Thank you. I'll get more roses. I promise. I'll do my best to not have terrible takes. I just love it. Katekyo Hitman Reborn is just for me. You guys heard me rant about it like crazy yesterday. I love it. I see the issues with it. It's got pacing issues. It's a little bit weird to start. The fight scenes are kind of lame. I agree with a lot of people that like the Suna character development, as far as like character development for shonen protagonists, it's not up there. You think it deserves to be a classic? I can't even put it in classic. I don't know. Maybe once upon a time it might, but I feel like other series have kind of endured the pace of time better, if that makes sense. Like your Bleach, your Dragon Ball, your Hunter x Hunter, your Code Geass, like those even many years later, they're still fan favorites, where I feel like nowadays newer anime fans just do not know what Katekyo Hitman Reborn is. Most of the time when I bring it up, people do not know what I'm talking about. I definitely think at one point in time it was up there as far as popular shonen, but it didn't survive the test of time, and I do feel it's kind of faded into the background. I do, however, think that with a reboot, we could change that. It might could get like, you know, Hunter x Hunter got rebooted, so maybe Katekyo Hitman Reborn could get rebooted? I would be for that. Funny that Blue Lock wouldn't exist if Japan hadn't choked the 2018 World Cup round of 16 game against Belgium when they were 2-0 and ended up losing 3-2. The author was that salty about Japan losing. I did not know that. That is so funny. I did notice that, I saw that the team wore jerseys based off the Blue Lock jerseys, which I thought was pretty cool. And didn't they get a pretty big win recently? I don't keep up with football very much, but that's hilarious. He was just that salty. Honestly, that's a me thing to do. They beat Germany last year. Yeah, I get that salty sometimes. That is something that I would do. So much respect, all the respect. See, this is why he came in swinging with that. This. We need ego. Forget all this teamwork. Forget teamwork. Ego. It's about ego. The anime is a bit weird as far as pacing. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is pacing with Katekyo Hitman Reborn. And, you know, it's older too, so the animation's pretty outdated. I think it's very hard for people who are used to the quality of animation that we get now to go back and watch it. Yeah, I don't know. I personally, I don't think I wish it could be in classic. I can't put it there. I'm gonna put it in I'm too biased to rank it because, to be honest, I'm putting it in I'm too biased to rank it because I think that it would go in okay, and I just don't have the heart to put it in okay because I love it so much. I love it so much. Either. I don't keep up with American football or soccer football. I don't really keep up with either. I like the Fruits Basket reboot. Now, I never watched the original anime. I read the manga, but I have heard that the original anime is not very good. I did, however, watch the reboot, and I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. But it's just sports, hey. It's just manga. It's just manga. And did you see how many tomatoes I got thrown at me today? I won't dig anyone for their passions. Sports fans don't bother me. They really don't. I get it. I feel like I'm that nerdy and passionate about a lot of things. I've wanted to break a TV before over something. I won't judge them. I look like Quasimodo. I do, don't I? I look like Quasimodo in the Disney version, the Feast of Fools. Oh my gosh. Can I tell you guys something really embarrassing? I'm gonna tell you guys something really embarrassing. Okay. I gotta get up close. Actually, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. It's too much. I can't say it. I'm not gonna say it. No, it's too much. I can't do this. Coward! Coward! Tomatoes! Okay, fine. Okay, fine. When I was a little kid, I was really, really obsessed with Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame. And it was one of those movies, you know how kids do, where I just watched it over and over and over and over again, to the point where I had it memorized. And then I have a distinct memory of my sweet, 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 lovely grandmother listening to me recite the entire movie, every line, including singing the songs. She literally sat there and humored me and let me quote an entire movie, including the songs, to her when I was a child. I just really liked Hunchback of Notre Dame. I don't know what to say. I could probably still quote some of it. Is today the day? Are you going to fly? Okay, I gotta stop. I just liked it. I don't know, it hit me as a kid. My grandmother is very sweet. Wait, why am I getting roses for that? Why am I getting roses for that? You don't think that's embarrassing? Oh, the roses are for Grandma Ruse. All right, I will deliver them to her. That makes sense, yes. Beata Runita. Beata Runita. They're for both? They're for both? I'm glad that you guys agree that it's a good movie. I know I am a righteous man. Should I do a karaoke stream where I just sing every single Hunchback of Notre Dame song? Wait. You guys are actually being really sweet. Where was the sweet energy yesterday? Where was the sweet energy yesterday when you guys were gaslighting me during that game? I'm getting whiplash. Yesterday, I could not trust the Runetics at all. And then today, you guys are being so sweet to me. What the heck? I legitimately thought that was embarrassing. I really thought you guys would make fun of me. Like, I am embarrassed. I look back on that and I cringe. I cringe. Don't you bring up those tiles. Not the 188 tiles. You were. Maybe not all of you, but people were, okay? 188, 187. Not cringe connect. The puppeteer marquee dude was a real character. Clopan! It's Clopan! Ah! He was like my favorite character. I loved him. Clopan will tell you. It is a tale of a man and a monster. You guys really do not get me started. This has become dangerous. Not those stupid kids' arms. That's who I want to give the Quasimodo treatment. We're Festival of Fools treating that kid with his stinking arms up. We're throwing all the tomatoes at him. I'm not gonna do a stream reciting the whole movie. I refuse. I did. I expected the Claude Frollo face. I expected a baby, a monster. Okay. Hi in the dark bell tower. No, stop! Stop it. Literally stop. We're moving on. This has become so dangerous. I'm scared. Kill a kill! Kill a kill! Alright. Kill a kill. I might get tomatoes for this one. Did you like it so much because of Quasimodo's short brown hair? You know what? Maybe. Maybe. No, though I feel like his hair was kind of auburn. I would rate his hair as auburn. And he wasn't my favorite. Clopan was my favorite. And he had long black hair. So. Let's see. Kill a kill. Trigger. I have a soft spot for Gynex. And I have a soft spot for Trigger. However, Trigger is very hit or miss with me. It's very hit or miss. Kill a Kill was a hit. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I would recommend it to people. I thought it was beautifully animated. It was fun. The music was nice. Maybe I won't get tomatoes for this. I'm gonna put this in very good. Where do I want to put this? I mean, I didn't like it as much as Black Butler. I liked it better than the Black Butler anime, but I didn't like it better than Black Butler manga. I'm gonna put it here. It's a half tomato, half rose. Yes, these are in order too. So within the rows, they are in order. So like all of these are very good, but I do think Kaiji is better than Ace of Diamond. Wow, I can't believe Ace of Diamond is at the end. I wouldn't have expected that, but I guess that's just how it goes. Wow, I'm getting roses. Yay! I've made Iori senpai proud. Look, Iori got another rose. Yay! I have not failed my senpai yet. Okay. I did not waste Iori's precious well wishes. Yay! But yeah, I would put Kill a Kill in very good. But you know what? Let's go out of order again. No, actually, we're not going out of order. It's just the next one. It's the next one, Keys Neighbor. This was bad. Let me see. It was better than Akame ga Kill, but it wasn't better than Iron-Blooded Orphans. This is an example. Kisnaver, total flop for me. I didn't like it. I was not into it. It was not, yeah, it was forgettable. I didn't really like the characters. I thought the plot itself was very interesting. I felt like they could have done something with that, but it just did not, it didn't hit for me. It was too smart for me. Don't be afraid to have controversial takes like with JoJo. It's totally cool to have unique takes. Thank you! You guys crack me up. But yeah, I didn't like it. It was a miss. Kill la Kill hit, but Kisnaver missed. Kisnaver missed. Alright, moving on. Okay. Kuroko no Basuke, or very famously translated as the basketball which Kuroko plays. This is obviously going in classic. I mean, what else can I say? This goes in classic. It's not peak Fujo bait. It is Fujo bait, but it's not peak Fujo bait, okay? You guys don't agree? I would put this in classic. I feel like Kuroko is one of those shows that really rebirthed the genre. And I do think that it was one of the first to mold the formula that most sports manga like follow nowadays. So I feel like it would be completely disrespectful to not at least put it in classic. So, a modern classic? I don't want to get too complicated. I don't want to have like a bunch of different categories. You guys are just going to have to deal with the nuance of some of these are classics from different eras. So I'm gonna put KMB in here. I mean, I liked it better than a lot of these. I'm gonna put it here. I love Kuroko's basketball. I think I've already admitted to you guys, I have 2 whole shelves full of Kuroko's basketball merch. I don't know if I actually watched the movie. I watched the anime. The animation struggles a little bit, it's true. I don't know where I would... Slam Dunk and Kuroko's basketball, I feel like I like them. They're very different, but I do feel like I like them almost equally. I think it would be hard for me to say which one I like better. They're both very good, but they also feel pretty different for me. You know? If evil, why normie taste? You guys' range for what's normie blows my mind. But that's okay. You know what? I'm normal now. I love being normal. I'm normal now. Yay. Normies like JoJo? I do think that. I feel like normies do tend to like JoJo. Yeah. Gasp. Unsubbed. No, don't unsub. Don't unsub. I guess from my perspective, like if I was gonna say someone had normie taste, to be honest, I don't know if I'd really say JoJo. If I was gonna say someone had normie taste, it would be just the ones that are really popular. Does that make sense? So if I met someone and they were like, oh my gosh, I love anime, I love Demon Slayer and My Hero Academia and One Piece, and I watched, you know, Dragon Ball Z on Toonami when I was a kid, I respect it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I would say that's normie taste. Like, to me, I would be like, okay, yeah. Like, you are into anime, but you've got normie taste. So, normie to me would just be like, you like that upper layer. You've just scooped the very top of the ice cream off. Like, if being an anime enthusiast is a tub of ice cream, you've only scraped that very top little layer off. Whereas once people start getting into series that I feel like aren't that popular, that you don't hear about as much, That's when I'm like, okay, they're digging deeper. Their scoop is going deeper, you know? And again, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. Like, Normie Taste and Normie Taste, those are popular series for a reason. I mean, you see where I ranked most of the ones that I just brought up. Like, I ranked them well. Like, they're not bad series. But I guess that, to me, that is what I would say is Normie Taste. I don't know how you guys are defining Normie Taste. I don't know how you guys are defining it. You move with the goalpost for Normie is just for me? I don't know if I should be offended or flattered. I feel like I should be offended, but I'm kind of flattered. I don't know, it's kind of flattering. Thank you. Thank you. Normie Taste is just things I don't like. That makes sense. You know, I actually like that definition. I like that definition. Now, from now on, you're a normie if your taste just differs from mine. Now you're a normie. So all of you guys who liked Iron-Blooded Orphans, you're a normie. You're a normie for liking that. Boo. Boo. If you liked Hell's Paradise, you're a dirty little normie. Dirty normie. If you only watch VTubers, are you a normie or a traitor? Is that what you said, traitor? I think you're neither. You're just not an anime fan then, right? I don't think watching VTubers counts as being an anime fan for sure. So you're kind of like, you're exempt from the conversation. You can't have normie taste because you don't have the taste to begin with. Right? Normie taste is anything that another human being has watched. Oh no. Oh no, that's everything. Ugh. Well, thank goodness that a single human being has never watched Golden Kamui. Because actually, the second you start watching Golden Kamui, you turn into a celestial being. So, only celestial beings know the beauty of Golden Kamui. It's never been touched by human eyes. It is physically impossible. And that is why Golden Kamui is the furthest thing from normie taste. It's not a celestial being. It's a celestial being. A celestial existing thing. Oop. Sorry if I just made a loud noise with my mic. I adjusted something. Ooh, I'm really sorry if that hurt your ears. Not this. You know what? Fine. Celestial being. You turn into a celestial being, which is distinctly not a human. So the point still stands. The point still stands. Golden Kamui is the only anime and manga series that is not normie. Everything else is normie. Yeah, I would say Demon Slayer is normie, yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people who are normies who like they've seen maybe Demon Slayer and maybe My Hero Academia and maybe Attack on Titan, and that's all they've ever seen. And I would definitely classify that as normie taste. So it definitely goes up there. I don't think liking Demon Slayer, period, makes you a normie. Maybe I should clarify that. Like, if you just say I really like Demon Slayer, I would not be like, wow, you're a normie. But if it's like one of your top favorites and it's one of like 3 that you've seen, yeah, that would make you a normie to me. Does that make sense? You can only watch Golden Kamui in nunny form. No, like I said, you just turn into a celestial being when you watch it or when you read it. As soon as you're finished, you turn back to being human. It's a temporary change. It's a temporary ascension to a higher state of being. Yes, it uncorrupts me for a mere moment. JoJo Part 1 should be ahead of Attack on Titan. You know what? Yeah, I agree, actually. I agree. That's fair. I'll move it. I enjoyed Part 1 more than I think I enjoyed Attack on Titan as a whole, so I'll move it up. It definitely doesn't beat Code Geass for me, but I'll move it ahead of Attack on Titan. I'm sorry, are you guys mad now? I I mean, Attack on Titan was fine. I do think it's a classic, but I liked part 1 more than I liked Attack on Titan. I'm sorry. Yeah, Code Geass is good, man. It's good. I'm glad I watched it when I was younger. I do have the fear that now that I'm older, I would not be able to get into it. I think my tastes have changed a lot since I was a kid. So I'm just glad that I watched it as a kid and now I can just appreciate it as the classic that it is. Because I feel pretty confident that if I watched it fresh nowadays, I probably wouldn't have liked it. I probably wouldn't have liked it. Alright. It's already past 9. Okay, we're gonna do one more. Oh my gosh, I barely got through anything today. What the heck? How did I get through so little? Runetics, how did this happen? And I feel like I was actually going pretty fast. I feel like I was going pretty fast. I'm slow? Okay, Konosuba. I loved Konosuba. It was funny. It's cute. I like it. I have fondness for Konosuba. I mean, it's not a classic, it's not a masterpiece. I'm gonna put it in very good, but I am gonna put it at the edge of very good. Konosuba is great. Not the funniest thing that I've ever watched, so it doesn't quite make masterpiece, but I love it. I don't have a lot of negative things to say about Konosuba. So that's where I'm gonna put it. I'm looking forward to part 16 of the tier ranking stream. No! Part 16. Look at me getting more roses. All right, I think let's add another rose in here. I don't want to miss out on another rose. Let's go. We'll put it here on my waist. And look what I wore just for you guys. So you can't go roasting me today. See, you're not allowed to unsubscribe because I put the tights on for you. Well, I made them black because I'm the Black Rose Apostate. Oh, I guess they're tights, not leggings. Listen. All is forgiven now. Thank you. Thank you. I love Aqua. Aqua is best girl from Konosuba. I love her so much. She can do no wrong. She is literally perfect. She's perfect to me. Nothing forgiven. You just look respectfully. But Explosion. I mean, I like all the characters, but I don't know. Aqua just does something for me. She is a girl fail. I love a girl fail. Who doesn't? I'm sorry if Megumin is best girl for you. I like Megumin. It's another situation like with Amelia and Rim where I love Rim. I have absolutely zero issues with Rim. I love Rim. I think she's great, but Amelia is best girl. I feel the same way. Aqua is just best girl. Darkness is third. I would put Darkness in third, but I like Darkness too. She's great. I like all the characters. Ditzy Girl likes Ditzy Girl. I don't know how to argue with that. I'm sorry, yeah, I would put Darkness third. I'm sorry. But I like Darkness. I think she's great. I like them all. Konosuba's really solid. Yeah, it had to go in very good. It's really solid. It's definitely worth a watch. Though I actually think there's some episodes I haven't watched yet. Cause, oh, I know what I'm thinking of. They did the Megumin spin-off, and I didn't watch that. I still need to watch that. Cause I did mean to, and I just didn't get it. Yeah, it's the Megumin spin-off I didn't watch yet. Is it good? Have you guys watched it? Oh, I already liked her. Oh, the roses are for Hikaru no Go. Thank you. It's pretty funny. I mean, I'll probably watch it no matter what. Even if you guys said that it wasn't good, I'd probably still watch it. You might as well. It's so low stakes. It's so low stakes. You think it was boring? You cringed and you dropped it? I don't know if you guys will believe this, but I can handle a pretty high threshold of cringe. I guess it depends on what type of cringe it is. We've already discussed, there is a type of cringe I don't like. The cringe that's like, oh, I'm so dark. I'm so sad. I'm so dark and edgy. That gets really cringy for me really fast. But humor doesn't. If it's like trying to be funny, silly, my cringe level's pretty high. I'm sure that really surprises you guys. I'm sure you had no idea. You never could have guessed. Megumin is like self-aware cringe. That's the best kind of cringe. Okay, if the cringe is self-aware, in my personal opinion, it just becomes camp. Camp is self-aware cringe. And I think I've told you guys plenty of times, I love camp. I love camp. Give me camp. I need it in my life. Nom 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 nom. I eat it up. I slurp it down. I make it a part of me forever. And I get camp aggression. Like sometimes things are so campy I just can't even handle it. Yeah. That's exactly what self-aware cringe is. Base just like Mega Man. In just the camp. I do like the producers. I do, in fact, like the producers. Oh my, and I personally, I know people have their issues with it. Personally, I like the movie musical. It's got Nathan Lane in it, Matthew Broderick, Will Ferrell. Like, come on, give me a break. It's good. I love how the chat is so divided. There's people in here like, you have the best tastes, and then like 2 comments down, it's like, you make me so mad. Your stupid normie tastes. That's what makes these streams so fun. It's the duality. See, I'm wearing the duality right here. I'm wearing it right on my face. The mixture of tomatoes and roses. If you do a short video about Golden Kamui, you have to bring out the nunny outfit, or else you're proving Golden Kamui is not good enough to ascend people. Okay, you have a point. You do have a point about that. All right. You know what? I can't argue with that. I said, you guys know if I'm anything, I'm a woman of my word. And I said what I said, and now I have to stick to it. What can I say? Exactly, sure, yes, I'm a woman of my word. The Namashirashi! Stop. Wait, I have to get an image of this. This is absolutely 100% crucial that at this moment I pull up this reference, because I'm guessing some of you do not know what we're talking about. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I forgot that there's literally a nun in Golden Kamui. Wait, oh my god. I don't think you guys are ready for this. Just the beauty, the absolute pure beauty. Yes, this is what you guys want. When you ask for nunny, this is what you guys are asking for. This is what you guys want, isn't it? This is what you want. Oh, fine. If this is the nunny that you want, then this is the nunny that you'll get. Beautiful, perfect. Nunny my sweet. Perfection peak. Yes. Better than you remember, accurate. She's perfection. She's just like me? Are we twins? Don't flatter me. Wow, I can't spot the difference. We're literally twins. Bribe to know your thoughts on the first Love Live series. I don't want to wait until the next stream. What time is it? 9:20? All right, I'm feeling benevolent. I'm feeling benevolent. Fine. We can rank Love Live real quick. It is that picture was just 2 pictures of me. Plus love Hina? Okay. But only because I really like Love Hina. Alright, Love Hina goes, I'm just gonna do this one first. Love Hina goes, and I'm too biased to rank this. I'm gonna put it here. Now, I didn't watch the anime. I can't say anything about the anime. I don't know. I've never seen a single episode of it. I read the manga, and I also played the video game. There might be multiple video games, but actually, this is how I got into it. So I played an otome game where, you know, you're dating the girls, right? And I played that when I was little, and I really, really liked it. I did play the video game. The one part of the video game that really ticked me off is there's one part where you fall down and the options are all the same. Like, it's just the same option. But if you pick the wrong one, which there's no way to know. There's no way to know which one is the wrong one. If you pick the wrong one, you accidentally grab the girl's skirt and you scare her. And that really ticked me off. I don't like stuff like that. Give me a chance. Give me a freaking chance, okay? But because I really liked the video game, I went and read the manga, and I liked it. I don't know. I liked it. In general, I'm not against, I kind of like harem. I like harem, but only, I don't like reverse harem. For some reason, I just can't get into reverse harem. Pretty much every reverse harem I've tried to watch or read, I just haven't liked. But most harem I've watched, I do like. So, okay, Fruits Basket is a weird one, because I guess Fruits Basket does kind of qualify, but it doesn't have the same vibe entirely. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, there's really only 2 people. It's more of like a love triangle to me. And there's a lot of other things going on. I can see why you would qualify Fruits Basket, but it doesn't quite hit the same requirements to me. Like, when I think reverse harem, I'm thinking like Yona of the Dawn, which I think I do have on here. I didn't like it. I dropped it. Yeah, I didn't like it. Could not get into it. I'm probably just biased against it. I didn't enjoy it. Yeah, you got a freebie. You got a freebie. I'm sorry I didn't like it, but I do love Hina. Now, I've heard that the anime maybe isn't good, but I don't know. I think the manga's really solid. It's sweet, it's cute. I like all of the characters. All of the girls are great. I liked the ending. It was satisfying. It's cute. It's been a really long time since I've read it though, so I kind of want to read it again. I haven't read Next Life as a Villainess yet, but I've heard very good things about it. I probably would like it, from what I've heard. The manga was better. That's what I figured. The anime is just super dated. I could see that. It's kind of like, what is it? All My Goddess. I've been meaning to get into All My Goddess because I kind of feel like I would probably like it, but it's so dated. I just never get around to it. It's always one of those shows that I'm like, I'll watch it at some point, but I just still haven't. I haven't yet. So, otome game isekais are your guilty pleasure. I can totally see that. I can totally see that. The manga is really good. Maybe I'll just read it then, because I bet the manga art's a lot better than the animation. It's only good if you're new. Really? I can kind of see that too. I could kind of see that too. There is something nostalgic to me about that art style. For sure, that I really like. I mean, you guys also know how I feel about Sister Princess, so... Sister Princess is also in the I'm too biased to rank this. It's not on here though. I did take, you know what, maybe for next stream I will add one and go ahead and put it back up in I'm too biased, because last time I put it over Gintama, but I took Gintama off, but I didn't add Sister Princess. I'll do that for the next one. I'll put it back up there. Yeah, there's just nostalgia to it. Do you guys remember, did any of you guys watch Betterman? Do you know what anime I'm talking about? Betterman? No, yes. I'm not gonna sit here and say it was good, but I did watch it. Runie ... no. I mean, it definitely doesn't make it did make my 100 ranking list. The hair is so, okay, wait. I have to show you guys the hair, cause it's so crazy. It's so ugly. But I did watch it, that was for sure. I like the design of the main character. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh wait, here's three characters. I can show you all three. Hold on. Don't worry. Or maybe you should worry. It's not nearly as good. It's not nearly as good as Nunny. So don't get too excited. It's not as good as Nunny. Oh, why does it say that it's here? Oh, I've got it now. Da 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 da. Oh my gosh, it's so tiny. It is a very interesting it's like Christmas with the brown hair. I like the main guy's design, but I mean, it's kind of boring at the same time. Her hair looks kind of white here, but the other girl's hair was really like a light pink. Yeah, it was like a light, it is old. It is old. But yeah, that's Betterman. Betterman didn't make the 100 list. What the heck? Why am I freaking talking? How did this happen? How the heck did this happen? Why am I talking about Betterman right now? Shut up. Oh my gosh. Hold on. What did I say I was gonna rank Love Live? I'm gonna rank Love Live. Love Live. We'll start with the original. I'm too biased to rank this. I'm gonna put it... I'll put it here. Love Live hits. Love Live hits. I like it. I like the music. I like the girls. I like the seiyuu. I like it. I'm biased. It's very specifically for me. Really? You like them better than Muse? I don't. But I would also put Love Live Sunshine also in the I am too biased to rank this. It will go below Love Live, but it is also... Why won't you go? Why? There we go. But it will also go in the I am too biased. It has better song consistency. Well, they just got more. I think they just got more, right? But, you know, maybe I'm also just like... Because I feel the same way with Idolmaster. Maybe it's just what I see first is always going to be my favorite. Maybe I have that problem. Is there a word for that? Where you like the original thing better? Maybe I just have that problem and I've never thought about it before. Because I do feel the same with... I feel the same with Idolmaster too. It's unrecency, precedence bias? Precedence bias? I like that. Imprinting! First mover advantage. I like that. That's good. I like Idolmaster better than Love Live. As you can see, it is ranked higher. I do like Idolmaster better than Love Live, but I love Love Live. I don't know what to say. It's good. Ellie's my best girl. Ellie's my best girl. I liked Sunshine. I liked it a lot. I just didn't like it, and I didn't like it as much as the original. And I don't know. I have it's precedence bias. We're so back. I like Nico too. I did not watch the Yohane anime. I did not watch that. Kaon is not on this. Kaon's not on it. We are not ranking anything else tonight. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you beg. I don't care if you scream. I don't care what you say. We're not doing any more rankings. This is it. We're done. Don't go, please. No. We're not doing any more. Forget it. Forget it. I know I said once upon a time that I am weak to groveling, but that was a lie. That was a lie. And I'm actually not weak to groveling. Stay with us. Just keep talking, please. She hates us. One more pretty please. She hates us. It's over, bro. So evil. If you want a good mecha, I recommend King of Braves, Gao Gaigar. Betterman came from that show. Okay, I've heard of that, I believe. I can check that out. Wait, y'all are still going? She hates us? This is what a breakup feels like? It's so over? Keep talking, I just need more background audio. Okay, that got me. That got me. Okay, fine. We can keep going. We can keep going for... We'll do 3 more. We'll do 3 more. 3 more and then it's over. It's over for real. Little Witch Academia. Praise be the evil woman. That's right. Remember how kind and giving I am. Remember that when I have normie takes and I make you angry. Remember my benevolence. Okay, Little Witch Academia. I'm gonna put this one on okay. I like it. It's very cute. It's very tender. It's beautifully animated. The characters are fun. The world building is fun. I think it's solidly okay. It's not my favorite thing in the whole world, but it was cute. It was cute. I'm gonna put it in okay. I'll put it here. That's where it goes. Fair? Okay, I didn't know if that was going to get tomatoes or not. I didn't know what to expect for that one. She has never made me angry. I simply do not remember what I've watched. That might be the key. That might be the key to surviving these streams without any anger. A single rose. Yay! You know what? We're doing the last 3, so I think I should get a rose or a tomato for all 3 of these. All right, I'm getting a rose for this. Yatta. Okay, where should I put it? I'm running out of space like on my head. Maybe we'll put it here. Ta-da. There's a few tomatoes, but there's more roses, so we'll go with roses. Prep the tomatoes. Oh my gosh, Lycoris Recoil. Have you guys watched this? Have you guys watched this? I absolutely adored this. This definitely goes to very good. Honestly, I'm gonna put it to the top. I loved it. Kaiji, get out of the way. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was beautiful. The characters were endearing. I liked the plot. You know, it did suffer a little bit from like villain logic, But oh, look at all these roses. Yeah, I loved it. I want more. I'm obsessed. There's definitely room for there to be more later on. I thought it was great. I really, really liked it. It took you a while to get through it. Oh my gosh, I devoured it. When I say I devoured it, I devoured it. I think I actually watched it in one sitting. I think I actually watched it in one sitting. I can agree somewhat about the ending being a little, but I think I just can't even really be upset about it because those end fight sequences were so fun and they were so beautifully animated. Every scene where they're like fighting and on the glass was just such a treat for my eyeballs. Oh, like the whole show is a treat for the eyeballs. It's so good. I really liked it. I am so excited for more. A season 2? Mwah, 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 mwah. I'm so excited for more. So yeah, I think the other things were really good, so I can overlook some of the things with the plot that I wasn't completely crazy about, but overall it was a hit. I liked it. So yeah. Oh, okay. When season 2 comes out, we're gonna have to talk about it. We're gonna have to talk about it when season 2. Best take I've had. Yay! I get another rose. You know, I'm really truly doing better than I thought. I should have done this gag on my first one because I got a lot more tomatoes. I got a lot more tomatoes on the first one than I have this time. All right, let's see. We're gonna put this, we'll put it right here. On the bosom. There's still time. No, there's only one more. Only one more. Oh, madoka magica. Oh, this one's hard. This one's hard to rank. My instinct is to put it in classic. I'll be honest, I really like Madoka Magica. I really like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I want to put it in classic. I don't know if everyone would agree, but to me personally, it is a classic. And I would probably put it here, I think. I liked it. I liked the movie too, even though it was depressing. The new movie, it hasn't come out yet. It's coming out, right? The movie was depressing, but it was beautiful. I liked it. I liked the use of time travel. I really liked the concept of, because Homura was creating this time loop with Madoka, that it just ended up like altering her fate to such an extent that she had so much power for them to be able to utilize. Like, I just thought that as a concept was really fun. I liked the art style. It was unique and pretty. I liked what did they call them? The witch mazes? Were they mazes? The witch real I can't say that word. Realm? R-E-A-L-M. I'm so afraid to spell things nowadays. The labyrinths. That's what it was. The labyrinths. Labyrinths. Yeah, I like the lore building. There's a lot there. What I like about, because I feel like people sometimes think that I don't. I do like metaphor. And I do like when things are subtle and you kind of have to read into them. I like symbolism. My requirement for that is for there to also be an understandable plot. Like, I like that as an addition to the story. But when that's all you get, I don't like it that much. But Madoka doesn't suffer from that because you can really you can really look into the set building, the way the characters interact with each other, the structure of Madoka's house, the structure of the city. You can really look into all of that and get a lot out of it. But also just the base story, you can follow it. It's interesting and it's fun. Okay, someone has picked up on, yeah, that, what I just said does in fact have a lot to do with my ranking of Fooly Cooly. There, I finally talked about it. That does in fact have a lot to do with my ranking of Fooly Cooly. And I know I'm gonna upset people because they got excited when I talked about it, the other one. I didn't put it on here because I didn't really feel like ranking it, but that's also why I didn't really like Penguin Drum. And I didn't put it on here, did I? Revolutionary Girl Utena, I would put that in Brain Rot. I still see a lot of value in Utena, but it also suffers from that problem for me. Utena would definitely go in Brain Rot, so... Sorry. Sorry. Which I could see the argument for classic, but I would still put it in Brain Rot if I were. The Brain Rot category is a little bit of a catch-all. It's basically, it's like, really it's a case-by-case scenario. It's case-by-case basis. All 4 of these series that you see in Brain Rot, they're in there for a different reason. Maybe the best way that you could kind of explain it would be like, it's in, like, I enjoyed it, but it also rots my brain. I'm evil, what can I say? I'm evil. You're not allowed to take back a rose. Oh, and I didn't even put one on. I have to put one on because you guys did give me a bunch of roses for this last one. All right, let's see. Where do we want to put this one? I think it should go... I'm feeling a little moment over here. There we go. I can't believe I have so many more roses than I do tomatoes. Watching Madoka as it aired was wild. We had to wait a whole month and a half between the Homura backstory episode and the... I did not know that. I watched it in one go. That's crazy. That would have made me insane. 1,000 tomatoes for the JoJo part 2. Okay, fine. You guys get it. I feel bad for the JoJo fans. I do have sympathy for you. Because if somebody was hating on one of my favorite series like that, it would hurt me too. Where should this tomato go? Where are you guys feeling? On the belly? We'll put this one on the belly. No, the stream is ending. It's ending now. Not on the other eye. The other eye? Stop. Okay. I mean, do you guys want me to look blind? For real? No, we're not gonna do that. I'll put it like here. Like going into my eye, but not on my eye. I'm not blind! I'm not blind! Hey, yesterday, once I got the hang of the game, I really wasn't that bad at it. My second run of the game was good. I'm not blind. Please. I need to be able to watch Golden Kamui, finish getting animated, and turn into a celestial being. I can't go blind yet. Nice cope. Rude. Rude. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to my part 2 of the ranking stream. I'm sorry we didn't get all the way through it. There will be a part 3. We'll do it next week. Blindy Ruse. Get out of here. I was really focused on those posters. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you. And yeah, I will see you not tomorrow because I'm doing my Lord of the Rings marathon, but very exciting. I will see you on Sunday because we are doing a New Year's Eve stream, and I'm super excited about this stream. I've talked about it a little bit before, but it's basically going to be a drinking game. But it's like I'm the one playing the drinking game, and it's Would You Rather, but you guys are the ones playing Would You Rather. So I'm gonna be asking you guys Would You Rather questions. And I don't want to spoil too much, but basically, depending on your answers, I may have to take a drink or not. Though you guys are free to play along with me if you do want to do the drinking game too. But yeah, so that's gonna be on New Year's. But the more exciting thing is that it's also my monetization celebration. So it's going to be a New Year's celebration, drinking stream, would you rather, and also a monetization celebration. So that's gonna be on Sunday. So I'll make more posts about it for sure. But I'm very, very excited. But until then, Runetics, farewell! Give glory to the runes, for my love and affection is forever with you.